Hello, welcome to Tech Dive AV Club. We're in the new Movie Studio 17 Platinum, and we're talking about one of the new features, the guided video creator. So this particular feature won't be appealing if you're a seasoned editor because it'll feel restrictive. But if you're somebody new to editing, instead of taking on the entire process of learning editing all at once, this guided video creator is like a video wizard that will bring you step by step through the process of creating a simple video, and it's pretty great. So I'm going to show you this process and kind of how to use it and maybe how to bring it into the regular Vegas after you're done. This isn't the whole software. This is just a little piece of the software that you can use if you're just getting started and you're trying to learn how to make videos easily and without having to watch 100 tutorials or learn this vocabulary and things like that. You're not going to know what auto ripple means right from the start, but you'll get there. One day you'll learn chroma keys and auto ripples and stuff, but right now you can just hit this guided video creator. So it actually changed what monitor it's on, and it's asking me to add media. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just select some media from my folder, and I'm going to add that in, and let me show you what it's doing in the monitor. So I moved it back to my main monitor now, and you can move your window just by grabbing the top here, and if you slam it to the top in any Windows application, if you slam it to the top, it'll fill up the screen. So I've added one video, but let's say you need more than that. You need more than just putting a video. You actually need to put two videos together. What you can do is you can add another video, and there you go. And let's go ahead and add a third clip. Well, that one's going to be really long. Let's add this one right here. So these are just random clips that I have together, and what you can do is when you have all three clips you want, you can actually hit update timeline, and what that does is it puts the clips together in order. So now you'll watch this video, then you'll watch this one, then you'll watch this one, but when we export it, when you're done, they'll all three be one video file, which could be important if you film something in multiple segments and you want to put them all together. This is an easy way to do that. Now again, you're letting go of a lot of ability of editing, but you're not letting it go entirely. If you want to learn more, you can always open this project back up in the power user mode by selecting this button, and then you'll have all the editing options that comes with Movie Studio Basic or Movie Studio Platinum. This feature exists in both. So with this option up here, you actually can change the order. You can easily just switch around the order, and now we should see the computer case in the middle, me on the right, and the lens in the front again. I'm going to hit update timeline, and there we go. It swapped everything around. So now maybe we have everything in the order we want. If you want to get rid of anything, just select something and hit remove. If you want to get rid of all of it and start over, hit clear all, and then you can go back to add and add more. When you add too, notice that this is just a Windows file look through. You can go through and figure out where anything is in your Windows folder. So if you have it on your desktop, you can go to your desktop. This is just your Windows Explorer. So once you get everything and you have it updated in timeline, again, this power user mode goes to a much more advanced version, and you could go right to it right here, but we're not. We're going to continue with the wizard. We're going to go next. And then it's going to ask you some questions. No, I don't want any fades or transitions. I want fades, or I want transitions. So what? No fades or transitions will just leave everything a hard cut. Notice in this mode you can't scrub or speed things up. You can jump frame by frame. You have all these controls right here in this hamburger menu that are available, but you're going to be watching your videos through at a normal speed. You can't touch anything down here in the timeline, and that's to keep it simple, to keep you from accidentally messing up your project if you're not sure what any of these buttons do. If you'd like to learn, I have a tutorial all about that. I will link below. Now that change, you can easily change with a fade. Now a fade is when something bleeds into one video and out of the other. So I'm going to say I want transitions, and then I'm going to hit next. Now it's going to ask if you want any opening titles. What this will do is if you want a title screen, like I say video, I can type in anything right here, and that'll create a title screen at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to type in videos and hit next to show you what happens. That creates a title screen that says videos. And then it fades into the next one, and it's selected different random transitions to use. So it says no music or audio file has been added to your video. To add music or audio file, click the browse button. This is the same thing we did earlier, except so pretending that this is somebody talking, or this is some nonchalant audio that's not really annoying or in the way. You could add some background music. Maybe that'll be fitting. So if you're looking to add background music, here's where you do it. Hit browse. You can actually select your background music the same way you selected video projects through a Windows Explorer window. I'm going to add a rights-free recording of Mars. I got it right there. Next. Now we can hear it. I'll turn my desktop on and let you hear what it sounds like. So now we've added background music, and it's going to ask you some more questions. Do you want to save the project file to a default folder, render my project to a video file, upload it to social media, or delete this movie and start again? So some of your common questions here would be, if you upload the file to social media, it will create a file that is going to upload. It's just going to ask you to join your account. What we're going to do is you can just save the project and be done, but I want to actually render it out. So you can actually select multiple things here. And so we're just going to select the first two for this video, but if you join your YouTube, Vimeo, or Facebook account, you can actually upload directly. I like to, as just a note, I like to watch my video back before I upload, because some things might be off that you didn't see or expect to see until you're after the render. A couple of things to note here. Notice that this song is way longer than the video clips, but it automatically added the beginning of the song to the point where the video is done, and then the song fades off. This little symbol right here is a fade, so the song will go and get quieter right there at this point right here at the end. It's like the last few seconds of the video. So just a note, that's what happens when you add the music. So these are the two things we're going to do. You can just get rid of it all if you want, but I think that would be counterproductive. So we're going to have the create my video option. So you need that radial dial selected and these two buttons checked. At least to really have a saved project that you can go back and edit later, and have a finished video appear at the end of this. And then hit apply. So next it's going to ask you what you want to save this. I'm going to call this example, and then I'm going to hit save. Now notice a .vf project, that is your Vegas project. If you want to edit or make changes to this later, you'll need to open this .vf file, which will look like this, and then hit save. This right here is normal. This is the video rendering window. When this appears, it's actually taking these separate parts of a video and transitions and music, and it's combining it to one video file. With this option, you don't have a choice of the kind of video file it's making, but it's actually choosing for you a video file that is similar in size to what your video started with, and it's going to be a MP4, something ready for YouTube or Facebook, something that YouTube and Facebook take advantage of, and Vimeo as well. So these formats are very common, and that it's just going to pick it for you, so you don't have to worry about choosing the right option. It's just going to pick an option which is most likely going to be an option that you would have chosen anyway. Another note, it is normal for this to take a while, especially if you don't have a high-end computer. This is a very common process. It may take quite a while depending on the size of your video. Kind of moving along, doesn't matter how slow, as long as it's moving, it's working, so don't worry. When the video is done, you're going to see 100%, and this box will stay up unless you have this selected. The easiest thing to do is just hit open folder. Open will go directly to the video, but open folder will do two things. First, it'll show you where the video exists, so what folder it's in, and it's in this Movie Studio 17 Platinum projects. It's actually in the last place I told it to save project. And I can open it and watch it from here if I double click it. I now know where the video is. I can move it, I can save it to a jump drive, I can upload it to YouTube, I can do whatever I'm going to do with it, and it's just right here in this folder in my computer. Alright, so the last thing you're going to notice is it actually opens up into this view right here. This is the power user mode. If you wanted to make changes, you can make all the changes you want here, which includes shortening the video, you can change the length of the clips, you can add more video tracks and do text overlays, you can even make it to where your text overlays on top of your video. Now, these things take some time to learn. I have a video all about this for learning video edit, but just so you know, you can do further edits to your video after the Guide to Video Creator. It doesn't lock you down in the new user mode. It just helps you get started. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Like if it helped you out. Subscribe if you're looking for more. Anything you buy through my affiliates links helps out this channel a ton. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.